We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. May going to throw right away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. When you talk about this Jets defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. May. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, May. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Well, this defense for the Pats, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Got an open man at Schwartz. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like when...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Across midfield. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here we go. We're good. Go.
Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. You look at this Patriots defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's May. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Hey, Ken. Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken. Mayday. Say hey.
Back to throw. Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here we go. Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go, son.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Motion man is Schwartz.
Say hi.
Here's Fields. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Rifles one, and that's gonna be intercepted. And the Patriots are gonna get it back here just past the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Here's May. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really going to do on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Fields. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing here is May. He's got it complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
All right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. I'm good.
Now a carry for Allen. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got a mini base. Why not? Here we go.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Short pass caught by Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll look to throw again. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
to the air. May. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 17 yards out. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Angel, angel, angel.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Extend. Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Here we go, son.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
No mas, no mas. Go.
Operating from the gun. Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Here we go, son. Hey, carry.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Don't jump. Ready?
A final shot before the break. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots use the short field to get in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Angel. Sit high.
Now Hall to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's Keon White who worked his way in and made the play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Tonight.
Hall again. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here we go. Test. Butt straight. Chip slant. Hey, Ken.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 44 yards.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. He's got room to roam. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets had 6 to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw, it's May. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. From the shotgun, it's May. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they go play action now. May. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's May. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's May. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll throw with May. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing here is May. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Now back to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Fights through him. And now running right through him. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In motion, the tight end. Again, it's Henderson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw, Fields. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Go.
Back to throw, Fields. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because of what.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, in this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's first down. Back to throw. He finds Douglas complete. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. He's back to throw. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. What a game we were treated to in this one, and on that final play.